Are you new to rope flow? Well guys, look no further, because in this video I'm going to take you through all you need to know to get started. By the end of this video you're going to already know how to use some very simple patterns, some transitions, and you'll be flowing with these in no time. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what is rope flow and why would you even want to practice it in the first place? Well, rope flow is a type of training which makes use of a specially designed tool, which is this here, the flow rope. Now this flow rope has been designed to give you the correct feedback when using it. Now it's got the correct weight and diameter to it, and also the correct amount of bounciness and springiness, which is going to give you exactly what you need when flowing with it. Now when we practice flow rope, we're going to be learning various patterns, various exercises which can all be grouped together, and what that's going to do is train the body to fire the muscles in a certain way, which is all going to help enhance our rotation and ultimately our gait cycle, which is what we're trying to improve with it. Ultimately, this is going to lead to more athleticism by improving your rotation, your movement quality, and also we're also going to end up with increased balance and proprioception as well. Now at RF1 we actually offer a variety of different flow ropes. This one here is our new RF1 premium flow rope. This one is 12mm in diameter, it weighs 460 grams. Perfect for all levels of fitness, and if you're new to rope flow, it's also going to be ideal for you. This rope also comes with two different handle varieties as well. It's got the knotted handles, and also we're the only ones on the market to actually sell hand-turned oak handles on the flow rope as well. So go and check that out on rf1.co.uk and get yourself 10% off your first purchase. So you've just got your flow rope and now you're ready to start flowing. The first thing we need to think about is finding the ideal rope length for us. Now these ropes here at RF1 actually come in at 270 centimeters standard size, which is just under 9 foot. Now you may find that if you're a little bit shorter, then this won't be the ideal length for you, and you're going to have to maybe shorten the rope. Best way for you to find out if which is the correct length for you is to simply place one of your feet on the rope like this and hold the handles up as high as they'll go. Now as you can see there, they're just below where my chest is. Now I would recommend for you to try and get your handles ending up somewhere in between your hips here and your ribs. Now what you'll find is if you have the rope a little bit longer, then this will suit the beginners a little bit more. I'd probably recommend for you to try your rope out a little bit longer first, and as you get better you can then focus on bringing those handles lower down, shortening the rope, and you'll find that this will be a little bit more taxing for you and a little bit more challenging. So what we're actually going to do is shorten our rope now, and to do that we just simply tie a simple knot in either end of the rope, and what this is going to do is take off about 15 centimeters from either side of the rope. So here we go, just gonna tie those knots in there, and now when I step on the rope you'll see I've shortened that and it's come much lower towards my hips. Now what I'm going to show you now is when I flick the rope now, there's very little tapping of the rope against the ground, and this means that there's going to be less disturbance when we're flowing and it's not going to lose its momentum as much. If you have a longer rope, it's going to end up smacking the ground more and you'll feel it. There'll be an audible feedback, so listen out for that, and that's another way of telling whether your rope is the correct length or not. Now if you need to go shorter, there's something else you can do, and what we're going to do is just undo these knots here. All you do to shorten your rope even further is tie a figure 8 knot in the rope, and to do that you simply get the handle down like that, twist the rope twice, place the knot through there, and there we go, we've got a figure 8 knot. Okay, show you that again on this side. So bring your handle down, twist, twist, rope then comes through the back, pull it nice and tight, and what this is going to do is take off 20 centimeters from either end of the rope. It's going to be a lot shorter now. Now if you have a look, it's just above my hips, and I'll show you that again when I swing it. There's going to be hardly any tapping on the floor now whatsoever. So something to try once you're a little bit more experienced maybe, or if you're a shorter person you can give that a go. Okay, great, we've found the ideal length of the rope and it's now time to learn our first patterns with the flow rope. When it comes to learning patterns in rope flow, you'll generally find that you can break all patterns down into 3 groups. You've got the overhand patterns, which will resemble more sport-specific movements such as punching and throwing. And we've also got underhand patterns, which more closely resemble the gait cycle. And there's a third group as well, which are called the transitional patterns as well, such as dragon roll. Don't worry, we'll have a look at all of these very soon, and we'll have a look at how to learn them and start implementing them into your practice. First thing that we're actually going to take into account when we start flowing is something called the Cardinal Laws. Now, I've actually done a video specifically on this topic, so once you finish with this, make sure you go and check that out. It'll be a brilliant recap for you, and I go into a little bit more detail on the Cardinal Laws. But for now, I'm just going to briefly touch upon what you need to know about them, and then you can start using this knowledge in your first flows. So the Cardinal Laws, if you imagine you're stood on top of a compass, and one direction, let's say this direction here, is south, and every time I'm in the overhand patterns, I'm going to be flicking the rope in a southward pattern like this. So we're going to start off with one hand, and I'm flicking the rope. It's going down and back like this on this line, and I'm simply just flicking the rope down and back, and we're, as I said, on the south direction. Now, when I turn 90 degrees, I'm now facing you, I'm facing the camera, I change 90 degrees and I'm facing east, okay? And then I'm gonna continue that turn 90 degrees this way, and I'm doing underhand, and I've changed the direction completely into north, okay? This is an underhand pattern because the rope is going up and forward. I'm flicking the rope up and forward, and all that's changed is the position of my body. The rope is still moving in the same direction. All that's changed is my body, okay? Another thing for you to think about with this is, if you imagine that you are on a beach and there's sand beneath your feet and you're flicking that rope, that sand is always going to be flicking in the exact same direction. So here I am facing south, this is overhand, I'm flicking that sand back behind me. I'm then going to turn 90 degrees in this propeller pattern, still flicking the sand this way, and then I'm going to finish that turn. I've just changed hands, underhand, flicking the rope in this direction, flicking the sand that way. Okay, so practice this with the single-handed pattern first, and really get to grips with this Cardinal Laws, and imagine that there's that line running straight through you that way, okay? And practice with this hand, changing hands, turning 180 degrees, and this is all you need to be focusing on for now. Okay, brilliant. So we've just had a go with the single-handed variety. I'm now going to progress you slightly further, and we'll have a look at holding the rope with both hands now. What I want you to think about when holding the rope is to slightly clasp your thumb and index fingers together like that, but still hold the rope very loosely and relaxed in your hands. This is going to allow the rope to just rotate that little bit easier when you're flowing, and it will keep the rope nicely aligned, and you'll be able to feel it. You'll be able to feel exactly what I'm talking about. With this one, the underhand figure 8, just simply keep your knuckles together for now, and start the pattern off in this fashion, okay? So this is underhand because we're going up and forward with the rope. That's where we're sending it, and the sand is being flicked in front of us, okay? So have a go at this first, get yourself comfortable, and then we're actually gonna practice that rotation by turning the body. Now we're in the propeller position here. The rope is still being flicked in the same way, and then I'm going to turn my body complete 180 and go into overhand this way. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it back 90 degrees there. Spend as much time as you need to in this position, and then carry it all the way on back into underhand. So have a go with this drill, practice this plenty of times, and really get to grips with these Cardinal Laws, and also thinking about how we're holding the rope as well. So let's now take all what we've learned and put it into context, put it into practice, and just follow along with me on this one, guys, okay? I'm gonna start off, I'm actually gonna start off in underhand in this direction. I'm doing the underhand figure 8, holding the rope with both hands, nice and relaxed, just in between my index finger and thumb. And you'll notice I've actually got my right leg in front. My right leg is my lead leg, and I've got most of my body weight on that leg there. Now this is important because when it comes to transitioning, what you will find is that you can actually use that lead leg to push your weight off like this and send yourself in the other direction basically, and then end up with your weight on the opposite leg. So let's have a look at these transitions. The weight is there on the lead leg, and what I'm going to do is switch the weight over, and now I'm doing the figure 8 on the opposite side. Okay guys, weight is on my lead leg, which is my left leg here, and now I'm going to push off simply just like that and go the opposite direction. So here we go, underhand, push off, back into overhand. Remember, you can spend as much time as you need to in this intermediary phase just here. So have a go with that. And then back into underhand. There we go. Okay. Okay, brilliant guys. So that concludes our deep dive into rope flow, our ultimate beginner's guide. I hope you enjoyed it. Just remember guys, there's plenty more for you to learn, but hopefully after following this video through, you'll have developed a solid base from which to work. In future videos, you know, we can look more at these transitions and footwork and things like that. But for now, if you want to go and spend some time with another video, I'd highly recommend you check out the Cardinal Laws video. And in the future, there'll be plenty more for you to have a look at, plenty more lessons on transitions and the like. So go through this video again and recap everything, and hopefully you'll be able to use this as a solid foundation for the rest of your flows and something for you to build upon now as you progress. Hope you enjoyed the video guys. I'll see you in another video. Take care.